Let's get one thing straight. If you consider yourself a serious repair tech, it's time to forget about the handhelds. You need a proper benchtop multimeter. And honestly, if you are doing advanced diagnostics, having just one multimeter is never an option. I know in my case, they all tend to multiply. So let's say you have about 400 euros to add a primary workhouse to your setup. What do you actually buy in 2026? Do you go budget? Do you buy the modern mid-tier? Or do you take a risk on a used classic of eBay? Yeah, so this is the dilemma that every tech faces. On the top we have the cheap entry Owon XDM1041. On the bottom we have the 6.5 digit legend DHP Siglent 34401A, and right in the middle we have the Siglent SDM3045X. If you search for Siglent on YouTube right now, you're gonna find reviews from 8 to 10 years ago tearing it apart, calling it sluggish and unusable for fastboard repair. I got this newer revision from Eleshop to see if that's still true today. In this video we are putting all three head to head. I'm going to show you a secret about the Siglent probes, expose the firmware bug, and if you are a creator or a streamer, stick around until the end because I've built some custom transparent OBS software that makes these meters the ultimate setup. First up, speed. In standard DC voltage measurement on its medium speed setting, this new revision of the Siglent is actually incredibly responsive. It holds its own perfectly fine against the HP, while the Owon just lags a bit behind. But what about continuity? That was the biggest complaint like 8 years ago. So I've set here the original leads that come with this multimeter. They seem very nice and good quality, but if we check the continuity, yeah, we can see that it's not quite what we expected. So I have never used these original leads that came with the device, but I've used some cheap ones that I bought. These are some XZZ leads, and these behave way better compared to the original ones. Yeah, I hope you can hear the sound. If we try the Owon, let's give it a test. Yeah, so now let's make the same test with the Owon. The buzzer is way louder on the Owon. And now let's do a test with the HP. Yeah, obviously the HP wins this race, but yeah, it's a direct comparison between the two is not exactly fair. So I'm quite happy with these leads, how the Siglent performs. Now, a lot of veteran engineers will tell you just to buy a used HP Siglent 34401A. It's a 6.5 digit multimeter. Yeah, so this is great. It is fast, but for modern bore repair, vintage gear has also massive blind spots. For example, this HP doesn't have the capacitive measurement, yeah, which is not negotiable for micro soldering. But the real deal breaker is the diode mode readings. Yeah, so we can take a measurement here with the HP. I have a white LED, it turns it on, see, but there's nothing displayed on the screen. Let's try a blue LED, turns it on, but no display on the screen. What about the green one? Green one turns it on, no display on the LED. Red one, let's see. Absolutely no diode mode reading. If we try a normal diode, yeah, we get a reading. And also something that I like is this short beep. Yes, the HP issues when there is a reading above 0.3, and I'm not sure what's the maximum, I think 0.6 or 0.7, whatever. But this is a huge problem for me when I repair mobile phones, for example, because there are traces where the diode mode drop should be like 1.8, 1.7, 1.5, and those are not measurable with this instrument. But if we go back to our Siglent here, which is a new device and cheaper, way cheaper, let's see the white LED, yeah, and I have a value right there. Of course the rest will work. Blue LED, green LED, and the red one, I think this one should be a bit lower, yeah, 1.79. Good. And of course a normal diode, yeah, it is okay. So the problem with this one is that it continuously beeps. However, the Siglent isn't perfect. I found a really annoying firmware bug. If I test this diode, yeah, I can hear the relay inside the device clicking when I touch the probe, but there's nothing on the display being shown, no value. So watch here carefully, we have a threshold. So this threshold should apply to the beeper, but it doesn't. Now the threshold is set to 500 millivolts voltage drop, and my diode here should be a bit over 500. If I set the threshold to 600 millivolts, which is better for this diode, see, now we have a reading and it also beeps. Yeah, so the multimeter refuses to display the visual value if the threshold is not set properly. While this is a problem, well, in theory there is no problem because you can set it like very high. We can set it like, I don't know, we set it to 3.6 volt and we turn the beeper off, so we have no beeper. Yeah, and the threshold is never met in this case, so it will show us also large values like this white LED has. What I want to implement in the software for this multimeter is to have the short beep that we saw on the HP multimeter when we have a diode reading. But because of this firmware bug, I cannot set this thing. And yeah, I hope that Siglent, if you are watching this, please fix this in your next firmware update. But despite the firmware quirk, I have to give Siglent a massive credit for the physical hardware. First of all, just look at the display. It is a massive, bright, beautiful 4.3-inch TFT screen. When you compare it to the tiny display of the Owon or the 25-year-old VFD display of the HP that is famous for fading and dying over time, the Siglent is just a joy to look at. It is also heavy, robust, and built like a tank, but for me the killer feature is that it's completely fanless. If you have a bench full of noisy power supplies or oscilloscope, for example, I have my Rigol DHO804, it's right here beside me. If I turn it on, the noise from the fan is really annoying. And you know exactly how annoying a fan whine gets during a long repair. So the Siglent, this model of the Siglent doesn't have a fan, so it is exceptionally silent. So which one should you buy? The Owon is great if you are on a strict budget, but between the speed, the beautiful screen, the build quality and the modern features, the Siglent SDM3045X is an absolute sweet spot in my opinion. And here is the best part. Look on the screen. The main reason I got this unit was to build a native OBS integration for it. I wrote a custom software that lets you feed the data from the Siglent, from the Owon and from the HP directly into your stream. I just added a new streamer mode that makes it completely transparent, as you can see it on the screen right now. No chroma keys needed, just clean floating data over your microscope. It displays the readings. It is very fast, as you see, and also it provides the meter a nice feature. It's short beeps, in diode mode, which is something that I always been looking for. So this is the multimeter software that I've built. Right now it is connected to the Siglent and it has enabled the streamer mode. Yeah, so everything is transparent. We can actually disconnect, disable the streamer mode, and we see how the software actually looks. We have multiple options here to choose between multimeters. We can connect to Owon, and also you see, depending on the multimeter you choose, it's gonna have different options here. For example, for the Siglent, if I click connect, I can set up the beeper volume. If I go to diode mode, yeah, also we can set the beeper volume to high, medium, low. I like it low. The multimeter software goes hand in hand with the lab power supply meter that I have right here. This has multiple options. For the moment it's connected to a USB supply. Basically this is something that I've built using an INA sensor and an Arduino board. I think you already seen that video. Just go and look for it in my previous videos. And it's also compatible with the Owon P4305 and with the Keysight power supply. When I click the USB supply, we can see my phone is connected to this one and is charging. I can reset the peak so we can see the maximum current draw value. Yeah, they look identical, and I think it's a great feature. For example, if I go to the microscope, I can show the OBS meters. I'm gonna click connect on the Siglent, and we have our microscope view. We have the power supply on the bottom and the multimeter on the top left. Now I'm gonna work more also on the power supply software, because there are many power supplies out there. I don't have access to many, but whatever power supply is available and it reaches me, I can provide software integration with this one. If you want to build this exact setup for your own repair bench, I have partnered with Eleshop to make it happen. So a massive thank you for them to sending the Siglent over for the project. If you're a technician based anywhere in Europe, Eleshop can provide you all the equipment that you require. If you go here, you can see it has thousands and thousands of products, also very useful. As I said previously, I'm a huge fan of benchtop multimeters. You have highly accessible prices, and the list goes on till the very expensive multimeters that are available on their website. Also, there is a free shipping above 200 euros excluding VAT for Netherlands, Belgium, France and Germany. Also, if you are from Europe and you have a VAT code, you can buy this without VAT. So if you are from UE and outside NL, your company can acquire this at these prices that are mentioned right here on the website. Not only they have some of the most competitive prices in the EU, but their customer support is phenomenal. Whether you are buying as a hobbyist or purchasing B2B for your repair shop, they actually understand the tools they sell. You can pick up the Siglent SDM3045X or the budget Owon using my official Eleshop affiliate links down into the description. Buying through those links directly supports the channel at no extra cost for you and allows me to keep developing this custom OBS software, which you can download entirely for free. You have the links in the description. For the Siglent, you also need to install the NIVISA drivers, but you have all the information in the description of the video. Let me know in your comments which meter do you choose for your bench, and I'll see you on the next repair. Bye for now.